is episode 20. My name is Marie, and I'm coming to you from central New Hampshire. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Old Time Knits. This is my YouTube channel where I share all about my knitting journey. I share what's on my needles and off my needles, what I'd like to get on my needles, places I've visited, people I've met, and any other yarny acquisitions and events that happen. So if this sounds like something you might enjoy, then come on in and let's get started. Okay, I am going to jump right in with finished objects this time. And so my first one I did as a sample knit for my local yarn store. And here it is. Okay, this is called Trillion Lake by Kay Hopkins, who's knit for the soul. This was such a nice pattern. Super cute, easy summer tee. Okay, so where do I start? So I knit the size medium, and I had to go up a size on needles to get gauge. So I used a US 5, 3.75 millimeter for the main body, and a US 4, 3.5 for the ribbing. So this design is adorable. Obviously, it has some beautiful lace along the neck edge. It also has it along the sleeves and along the bottom. And there are a lot of options in this pattern. This is not my size. It does fit me, but it's not long enough because, you know, I am a big, tall person and I always have to add lots of length to my garments. So this one is like a crop top on me, so that's why I'm not wearing it. But anyway, let's talk a little bit more about this. First of all, let me talk about the yarn. So the yarn I'm using is Manos del Uruguay in the Serena, and it is a baby alpaca and Pima cotton blend. It is 60% alpaca and 40%, 60% alpaca and 40% Pima cotton. There's 170 yards on a 50-gram skein. So this did not take much yarn at all. I used 3 full skeins and barely broke into the 4th skein. I had to break into when I came to sleeves, and the sleeves are relatively short, so it didn't take much at all. But anyway, this is the yarn. It is so soft, very, very drapey, very nice quality. And this is the Biscotti colorway, color number S2214, I think that's the color. Very nice summer yarn, and it's got see the halo just a little bit there. Yes, so I really enjoyed working with it. It is a sport weight, but I felt like it knit up at more of a fingering weight. Very nice yarn. So I want to talk a little bit more about the details on this sweater. There were so many different options on this. And first of all, I want to address, you can obviously see that there is some pooling in the center of this. And it is that way because my the shop owner did not want me to alternate skeins. She said, I want you to take the yarn home and knit it like just any old knitter would knit it. So some people don't want to alternate skeins, and she said, I want it to be a knittable piece, and I want people to, you know, see how it all works out. So it does have pooling across the middle. I was a little disappointed because I don't really care for that. But anyway, so top-down raglan, so like I said, some lace work at the neck, short row shaping in the back so that it hangs like that properly. Some waist shaping, which I had not done before. So all the way down, let's see if I can show you this. All the way down the side of the project is a twisted stitch, and then there are some couple of increases to create some increase around the waist area, and it kind of gives it that A-line shape. There is optional short row shaping for the back, lower back, which I did do because it allows it to have a little bit longer length in the back as opposed to the front. But super nice, super easy knit, very comfortable knit. And the only thing that I would say that I wished I didn't do, I knitted to pattern, because when you're sample knitting and when you're test knitting, you need to knit things to pattern, and I appreciate that. I did not really care for the increases. She did a left lifted increase and a right lifted increase for both the raglan portions, which it's fine, really, it's fine. And for the waist shaping was the other area that it had that. And I just found, and maybe it was this yarn, because this yarn was not really all that forgiving, I guess. But I just found that I just didn't care for it as well. Maybe I would have done, you know, make one or knit front and back. But anyway, that was the only thing that I struggled with a little bit, and it wasn't even really a struggle. So yes, so Trillium Lake is the name of the pattern, and Kay Hopkins is Knit for the Soul on Instagram. She has some lovely patterns. I follow her on Instagram, and I really did enjoy doing that. So I can't wait to get that to my local yarn shop, which I forgot to mention is the Elegant U in New Hampshire. All right, and then my second finished object was on the needles in my last podcast, and it is called The Age of Brass and Steam. Here it is. Cute little neckerchief thing, shawlette. Super cute. Easy peasy to wear, nice and lightweight. And this is done, it looks a little bit brighter on the screen than it actually is. This is done in that Araucania Prisma yarn. And it is a blend of linen, cotton, and viscose. 36% linen, 36% cotton, and 28% viscose. It did this gradient situation all by itself. So it went from all those colors, and then, sorry, I'm trying to get the best place to show it, and then back again. So I got this all done. It was a super easy, super fast knit. And then I put it on the blocking mats, and then when I took it off the blocking mats, I noticed I have a big goof at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that right down there at the bottom. My little center decrease went crooked. How did I do that? How did I do that? I have no idea. And I did not catch it. Let's see if you can see it. See it? It should be going straight down the center, and it's off to the side. What? I was horrified. I have no idea how I did that. I must have maybe dropped my stitch marker. When I put it back on, I didn't put it in the right place. I don't know. So I was a little sad about that. I mean, I certainly could rip it back, but in reality, I probably won't. It's not really all that big of a deal. Whatever. I mean, a knitter would notice it, but most people wouldn't. I was horrified, though. Anyway, it was a great, fast little project. Age of Brass and Steam is the pattern. And this is all that I had left from that. It was just a tiny little nugget. So I was glad. It's not that often you get to use up that much yarn. Almost to the end. So I did not have enough for, I was afraid I was going to run out for the bind off, so that I did stop there. So that is finished object number 2. And finished object number 3, I have misplaced my pattern. This is not a pattern that is on Ravelry. This was a pattern with purchase at the local yarn store when we were visiting, when we were on a camping trip in Maine. It was Heavenly Yarns that we bought this from, and you bought the yarn and got the pattern free. And I cannot find my printed copy. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But anyway, here it is. It's called the Linus Shawl Revisited. And I wish I could find my pattern. I'm sure I'm going to find it. This is just the type of knit that I like. Sometimes it's very uncomplicated, very easy and quick. And so let's see which way this goes. I guess it doesn't really matter all that much. So this is an asymmetrical shawl. And it's just, again, a nice lightweight one. I really like it. It's got all this beautiful fun lacing on the edge of it. And it's got fantastic drape to it. So I just really liked it. Yeah, I think it's really cute. Here you go. I have nothing fancy on today. I'm just in a t-shirt. It's summer. All right, so the yarn that I used, I also misplaced the yarn band that went with it. And I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. But anyway, I bought 2 different colors in this yarn in the hopes of maybe knitting a couple of these because they seemed to be such an easy knit. And I was correct about that. So this is the yarn. It's called Amelia. It's by Stacy Charles Fine Yarns. And it is a combination of 40% silk, 30% linen, and 30% cotton. I used a US size 6 needle. And these are 50-gram balls. So I used 2 of these. This color is called Storm Clouds. It's not the correct color. I think I think the other one was called Berry Mix or something. But super nice yarn. This is so drapey. Obviously with silk and linen in it, it's going to be, but what a nice gift knit this is. So yeah, I was really, really happy with that. I was just looking for a couple of quick knits for the summer and, you know, lighter weight. And I obviously I've accomplished that, as well as the little t-shirt. So I super enjoyed this, and it was very easy, very fun, and this is a great yarn. This would be really nice as a summer tee. This is, what did I say it was, 50-gram ball? Yeah, 50 gram, 137 yards. So it's kind of like maybe a sport weight. It's supposed to be DK, but I think it's more closer to a sport weight. So yeah. So that was all my finished objects. So let me see what else I have going on. Okay, so I don't actually have any whips to show today. I do have a few things on the needles. I have my granny stripe crochet blanket, first of all, and then I have a hat for the Knots of Love charitable program. But I just finished that t-shirt, and that one was, I was pretty monogamous on that. I don't have any socks on the needles, which is naughty. But I feel a case of possibly cast-on-itis coming on. I just haven't really had a chance to sit and think about it. And sometimes when you cast off, and I just got that t-shirt blocked and everything, and I was just like, whew. So, but I do have a future going to be casting on, and I did a swatch. This is for an up and coming test knit, and this is my swatch. So this is the Sea Isle cotton that I used on my Corin cardigan, which is a couple of episodes back. I show that. I'll see if I can link to it so you can go back and look at that if you haven't watched it yet. So this is Sea Isle cotton, and it's from Plymouth Yarn, and it is so good, so good. It is a 50% organic Pima cotton and 50% fine merino wool. It is dreamy when you are knitting. It's very soft. And it's not, you know, oftentimes when I knit with cotton, it wrecks my hands, hurts them. This does not. And this is on a US size 6 needle with a 24 stitch gauge. And this is for a future test knit, which I will talk about more when I actually get the pattern and get going on it, if I'm allowed. But yeah, it really knits up nice. And I did get gauge. That was exciting. This was the color I used for my Corin. I think it's the sand something colorway. But what I'm going to use for my cardigan is Beach Plum. And it's this deep dark purpley color, marled. It is just really nice yarn. And so I did get a sweater's quantity of it. So that I would have that. I'm really excited. The pattern that I'm going to test knit calls for gosh, I can't think of it now. Mungo, Rosa Pomara Mungo, which is a woolen cotton. And I have tried to knit with that in the past, and that wrecks my hands. I don't know why this particular one does not bother them, but it has a little bit of stretch, and maybe it's because it's more of a, it's more of a chainette, I think. Yeah. So maybe that's why it seems to be more flexible and easier to knit with. So that is going to be on my needles soon, I think. And then I had just a couple of acquisitions to share with you. One of the companies that the yarn dyers that I have liked for quite a few years and I've purchased in the past. And I think I just purchased some perhaps at the beginning of the year from her. And I just fell in love with these colors. But the first one is a self-striping. So the company is Northwood Fibers, and they are out of Wisconsin. And this is on her Hemlock DK base. It's 75% merino and 25% nylon. It's 245 yards. This is one of her self-striping colorways, and one of my grandkids will love this. So that is why I got this particular one. You know, it's a DK, so yay for DK socks. So at some point I will get to that. And then the other two are on her maple tweed DK. Look at this. So it's got neps in it. And I have knit socks previously with this. It's the maple tweed DK. Cliffside Trail, this color is called. Look at the colors in it. Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Awesome, awesome. So this is a little bit thicker DK. It is 231 yards as opposed to the other one, which is 245. So this does make a little bit thicker sock, but it really is okay. And I just love this base. This base holds up good. So I got that one, and then I got, this color. This is called Pine Mountain. And I just, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Again, in the maple tweed DK. And I just love it. All the flecks. It's beautiful. So at some point, I just thought this would make a fabulous pair of Christmas socks. And that's probably what I will do. And they're probably going to be for me. I'm in love with that color. I like those deep, dark, foresty green colors. They really hold great appeal to me. So, all right. And I don't have anything else to share, which is crazy. So this will be a super short episode today, but that's all right. It's coming up on 4th of July celebration week, and it gets really kind of crazy on schedules. So I really wanted to be able to at least come on and say hello and share some things. And then I wanted to also say that if you don't like and subscribe and have bell notifications, you probably want to do that because I have a super special and fun announcement coming up. I am not able to share the details with you. We will be, I say we because somebody else is involved. We will be sharing all of the details about it in about a week. I think July 1st is our date to launch the announcement. So you're going to be wanting to watch and see what is going on. And also watch Instagram because I will be doing some information there. If you're not on Instagram, no worries. It'll be here too. So I am so super excited for this, and it's a big deal. And so yes, so that is what's going on there. And I cannot think of really anything else that has been happening. Just day-to-day life going on, and keeping busy elsewise. My gardens are doing well, and yeah, that is that. So sorry this is such a short video and I didn't have any whips to share, but I at least wanted to get a chance to come on and share the sample knit that I did, because I have to go turn that into the yarn store so she can have it and have it on display. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate all the support and all of the friendships that I am making, have made, continue to make. Thanks to everybody who reaches out to me, comments, and all of that stuff. I appreciate it all so very, very much. We look forward to our exciting announcement. So we will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.